Hi guys, welcome to the Table Podcast unboxing video and first impressions for Malifaux, Outcasts, Johan and Sue. For those of you who've been listening to the podcast, we've been doing a tale of ex-gamers as a group of 8 of us get into the game of Malifaux, learn the rules, learn the game, buy the models, paint them up. For myself, I've got the Outcast faction. I started with the Hired Swords Victorias, and I'm now buying additional models to try out new things and see how the game works actually. So I've been asking for some recommendations, and 2 of the models which have commonly come back are Johan and Sue. So I just thought, why not? Let's give them a go and see what happens. So let's see what we get. I do always like the fact with Malifaux models, you always get a little bit of sponge and the card. You never get instructions, you just get a link to the card. So, okay. So I think for a Malifaux model, let's put it on the sponge actually, he's actually quite sizable. He looks really big. He's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts. He is only on a 30mm base, which does surprise me for the size of him. He's not as big as some of the other models I've got, like Hannah and stuff, but he's still a decent size. It's probably the biggest on 30mm I've seen so far. It looks like he'll go together actually really simple, which is not something I normally say for Malifaux. There's his head as well. Yeah, and it looks like I could actually glue them together and then paint them straight once he's glued, rather than having to paint it in parts and glue it later. So just have a look at his stats. He is a cost of 6. I'll just see if we can get that in focus a little bit better. There we go. Hard to kill. I love that rule. It's so good. I use it on my Ronin, so they can take Seamus's gun in the face, but they just don't die. It's good. Finish the job when this model's killed. You may place a scheme marker. So again, that's good for your schemes and strategies and winning the game. This model attack flips gains +12 within 3 inches of another friendly M&SU model. So I believe that's Ramos's crew, I think, M&SU. Which is quite nice because obviously the Outcasts are the mercenary faction. His relic hammer does 346 again, which is good for only a 6-point model. If the target is a construct or tyrant, the damage gains double plus. So actually, against constructs and tyrants, he's pretty likely to do 4 or 6 damage, which is really nice. You can do a rebel yell, which is 10-inch range, ends all conditions on target model. So you could use that on yourself or the enemy. So that's again good. So if someone's cursing or buffing, you can really use that. He's got a flurry. So again, it's about if he's in combat with someone, he can just make 3 attacks rather than 2. So, you know, really nice. He seems decent enough. 8 wounds, defense of 5, charge of 6. So yeah, I look forward to getting him in the game. See what we've got. The other one I picked up is Sue. Sue, as you can probably see, is a cowboy with a flaming guitar and a gun. I've been told this is basically just Johnny Cash in model form. So we'll see what we've got. Obviously, it's a boy named Sue. We've got the usual thing. I have to be honest, as I say, I love the fact that you get this needs help with Malifaux. You go there, it doesn't really help you that much. You're better watching other people as they construct it on YouTube or photos. Anyway, so Sue's 30mm. This is what I was saying about surprised me with the Johan, because they're both 30mm, but you can see the size difference in these models. Sue is what I think of as a normal Malifaux model. Really delicate, really detailed. I mean, the quality of these models are absolutely fantastic. I was not around, obviously, when there was metal Malifaux, but certainly the plastic, they're as good as any other company in terms of the quality and the detail on them. So it looks really nice. He's got his body with his pistol, his flaming guitar, which I really like. So I'm looking forward to putting him together. Let's just see what he's got. So he costs 8, so he does cost more than Johan. Still 8 wounds, willpower 6. Hard to kill again. Do you know what? You can have a whole army of hard to kill. I really like it. This model's immune to horror jewels. Now that can be really important. I've had a few games against, Seamus recently. Even my Victorias, they charge into combat, they fail the horror jewel, and then they're just paralysed and do nothing. So to get people who are relentless and immune is absolutely fantastic. He hurt himself today, so he can suffer damage to draw a card. So again, if you put him early, you can get cards back in your hand. Oh wow, this is probably one of the fullest cards I've ever seen. So let's see what he's got. He's got his pistol, which is a 12-inch range. Does 2, 3, 4, or it's the same with his combat. He's got a rule called When the Man Comes Around. So again, this is Johnny Cash, isn't it? After succeeding against totem or peons the target is killed unless it discards. Oh, that's quite nice. You can kill peons in one shot. Let's have a look. Tread the Line, the Man in Black, and Ring of Fire. So yeah, this is just proper Johnny Cash. But I'm really liking this. So he's got range attack, combat attacks. He's got 3 tactical actions here. One is about corpse and scrap markers. So that's about winning your schemes and strategies. Casting attack action describe target friendly models in 3. So Man in Black, so he can curse your enemies to make their casting harder against your enemy. And Ring of Fire, enemy models that end their activation within 3 of this model gain burning +2. Again, nice. And these are free conditions, so he's always got these up really once he starts. Really good. I'm liking the look of both of these guys. I think Sue might fit in better with my hired swords to start with, but really looking forward to getting on the table. If you've got any questions, comments, any feedback, any suggestions of what to pick up next for my Outcasts, then obviously drop us a line, either through the comments here or at Table Podcast on on Twitter, or at tablepodcast@gmail.com. And thanks again to leodasgames.com, who are our sponsor, for giving us discounted Malifaux, and they obviously give everyone discounted Malifaux, and that's a really good service. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.